My name is Johno Verity. I have a history channel where I go off on a bicycle generally around the city at dawn and I talk about the history of things.
Can you tell me a bit about your style with the pink hat?
I started up the channel and then the one piece of content that went crazily viral, I was wearing a pink hat in that and I was like, okay, I'll just wear the pink hat in the next one, and then it was like, oh well, that's kind of my thing. The funny thing is, if I go out and I'm wearing the pink hat, I'll get noticed by probably like 4 or 5 people a day. If I don't wear the pink hat, it's like I'm Clark Kent, I'm like incognito.
Why does history interest you?
I'm not a historian, but as I've got older, I've realised that the more I've learned about history, the more I've found it really interesting. And then last year, my dad died of dementia, and I thought, okay, something that's really good is to use your brain. Because I was like, I'm just going to start learning about history. So that went so well with heading off into the city, and it's like, I'm just going to learn. And it's been ridiculously satisfying.
Why is history important?
To understand history and to understand where we come from is really helpful to understand how we are living now and on what effects can happen. What works and what doesn't, I think it's really important for us right now. I personally think the fairer we can make society, the higher levels of happiness and contentment there are. I guess this is what I feel I'm learning from history.
What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about a few things. I love BMXing. It just makes me so happy. I also love snowboarding and I love surfing. I've been really affected by a couple of friends of mine. They look at the world in a certain way that is to really enjoy and to look at the positive things in everything. I've taken a huge amount of inspiration from observing them, and I'm trying to emulate that a little bit more and realise that you can find passion in everything, and I think that's really improved my life.
Is there an experience that has helped shape who you are today?
Back in 2008, I was lucky enough to be a professional snowboarder. But I was down in New Zealand and I got myself caught in a really big avalanche, and it took me about 800 metres down the mountain. I think it gave me a really good kickstart into really appreciating life and to realise that it could just suddenly end. That as an event is something that's really helped shape my attitude on life and living.